The B.LEAGUE playoffs continue here as we have the Ryukyu Golden Kings hosting the Toyama Grouses. Great basketball coming your way here courtesy of the B.LEAGUE, and this Saturday afternoon, we promise you a good one. These two teams, if you look at their records, are so close to each other. Ryukyu Golden Kings finished with a 40-16 card, and the Toyama Grouses finished at 39-21. Welcome to the Okinawa Arena. We've been here quite a few number of times before the regular season ended. And this is a state-of-the-art arena. We got a handful of crowd here that are supporting the Toyama Grouses, but just about everybody here will be screaming their lungs out for the Ryukyu Golden Kings as we take a look at the records that we were talking about there. Obviously, Toyama had a little bit more games as compared to Ryukyu. But because of the COVID-19, not too many teams were able to finish all 60 games. So they went into looking at the percentages. And Toyama squeaking into the playoffs. Unfortunately for them, they are going to be handicapped here today. No Richard Solomon because he violated team and league protocols, so his contract was terminated. As we take a look at some of the other teams that are in the B.LEAGUE, this is the quarterfinal stage. So these are the top 8 teams after the regular season. What has happened was they get the top 3 teams from each conference, and the next 2 teams with the best record, regardless of conference, make it to the playoffs. As you take a look at your favorite squads there, and this weekend will be the beginning of what they call the championship round of the B.LEAGUE. Going back to the Toyama Grouses as they visit the Ryukyu Golden Kings here. That's a nice look there at their mascot. Unfortunately for Toyama, also Kosuke Hashimoto is out because he had a season-ending injury. So 2 of the main cogs for the Toyama Grouses will not be seeing action here today. Let's see how that handicap will really hamper their success. As we take a look at some of the highlights of the previous matches that these 2 teams played. Actually, this season, they played each other 4 times. The first back-to-back encounter was February 8 and February 9. That was at the Ryukyu Golden Kings home floor. The results of that one, February 8th, Ryukyu came out on top with a score of 78-60. So that's an 18-point victory for Ryukyu. But the very next day, that Sunday, Toyama came back and won 74-60. And then they face each other once again, February 27 and 28. This time over at the home arena of the Toyama Grouses. February 27, Toyama won with a score of 85-67. And the very next day, it was the Ryukyu Golden Kings winning with a score of 85-76. So head-to-head here this season, they're 2 apiece. And if you look at it historically, they have faced each other 12 times. And 6 wins for Ryukyu, 6 wins for Toyama. So today, so to speak, might be the tiebreaker. But you look at all of those numbers during the regular season, you got to throw all of that out the window because here in the playoffs, everything starts from 0. This is a best of 3. As we take a look at the comparison of the numbers. But again, the Ryukyu Golden Kings will be fielding in a complete lineup. Obviously, they're going to be relying once again on Jack Cooley together with their top scorer, Dwayne Evans. And they do have a lot of local support in Narito Namizato, Fantasista, the Okinawa native who will try to showcase his wares here for Coach Hiroki Fujita. They also have Keita Imamura, a member of the national team, who's a solid scorer and a solid defender. Not to mention the fact that they have another import that they can rely on in Kim Tilly. Kim Tilly doesn't really score too much, only averaging 6 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists, but he's one of those glue players who will try to do just about everything the team needs to come up with a W. There on your screens, you have the full lineup of the Toyama Grouses. Unfortunately, once again for them, no Solomon and no Hashimoto. So they're going to be relying so heavily on triple-double man Julian Mavunga and Josh Smith. Take a look at these two players here. We're going to be focusing on them and seeing their respective performances. For the Grouses, that's Naoki Uto. You see his averages of 10.4 points a ball game against number 1, Seiya Funyu, who usually comes off the bench. He is their backup point guard. He's a very tall point guard, in fact, standing 6'3". The 26-year-old Funyu plays small forward, but comes in and plays point a lot of times off the bench. Going back to the lineup of the Toyama Grouses, you mentioned the fact that that gentleman on your screen will take most of the scoring cudgels together with Josh Smith. Josh Smith has been averaging 16 points. Mavunga has been averaging 19 points. We call him a triple-double machine because he's been averaging 19 points, 8 rebounds, and 7 assists. Very close to triple-double numbers. On the other side, Jack Cooley takes care of a lot of the rebounding chores. That is him on your screens. He's going to be matched up against Josh Smith. Those are going to be two huge bangers going at it. The big question is, who can stop Mavunga? He's going to be handling that basketball a lot, and he might be taking a lot of the outside shots as well. Not to mention trying to break down the defense and get his teammates involved. Dwayne Evans is the top scorer here for the Ryukyu Golden Kings with averages of 19 points. He also contributes 9 rebounds with 3 assists and a steal per outing. Jack Cooley not far behind with 17 markers, but he leads the team with 12 rebounds to go with 2 assists. This would have been a real mouth-watering affair if Richard Solomon just wasn't sent home for violating league and team protocols. It would have been one of the matches to be able to look at. But people are taking a look at all the 4 different quarterfinal matchups. They're saying this might be the closest of them all. Because of the records, as you see, we mentioned it, 40-16 as compared to 39-21. Here we have the team of the Toyama Grouses, the visiting squad, and their starters. And there's your starting 5. Starting out with Naoki Uto, they have Satoru Maeda, of course Julian Mavunga, and Joshua Smith will be part of that lineup as well. And here we have the Ryukyu Golden Kings. As always, a dramatic entrance for the starters and the rest of the squad for the home team. And there you have the starters for Coach Hiroki Fujita. Starting out with Dwayne Evans, Ryuichi Kishimoto, Naoki Tashiro, Jack Cooley, and Hayato Maki. Hayato Maki has been in and out of the starting lineup, but this youngster, the rookie, former college MVP, will get the call up right here. Big game for both these squads, but especially for the Ryukyu Golden Kings, who have fought all season long to be able to get home court advantage, and they have it here. Here we go, just about ready to begin. Nice look there, Coach Hono Hamaguchi. Looking to try to pull the rug out from under their hosts here. Can they do it? We'll find out. Moments away from tip-off. There are referees for this match. Our officials, referee Kubo, referee Arisawa, and referee Hosoda. Once again, we got the starters for both these squads. Toyama starting out with Uto, Maeda, Mavunga, Smith, and Okada. For the home squad, Ryukyu Golden Kings, Evans, Kishimoto, Tashiro, Cooley, and Maki. Jack Cooley, just as he always does, blowing a kiss. Before he starts, there's big boy Josh Smith. They exchange pleasantries right before the battle begins. In a best of three affair, it is imperative that you get game number one. Who will take this one? As we mentioned, they are tied head-to-head at 2 apiece. First attempt here for the Ryukyu Golden Kings. Trying to attack the interior. Floater is not going to drop. Josh Smith with the rebound. That's one of the keys here for victory for the Toyama Grouses. They have to control the defensive boards. Mavunga attacks right away. That's a good strategy once again. Before the defense is set up for Ryukyu, attack early. Mavunga with the first 2 points off this ball game. Let's see if they try to get Evans involved together with Cooley. Cooley might be a good option in the early part of the game. Get Josh Smith in foul trouble and at least challenge him defensively. With a handoff, Jack Cooley finishes with the left. We're tied at 2. Another key probably here for the Toyama Grouses is to try to just stay in step as long as they possibly can and steal this in the 4th period. Mavunga Puts it up there for Smith. Assist for Mavunga. First 2 points for Josh. Playing a two-man game. Well, that is essentially their bread and butter. The only food that they're going to be able to eat here this afternoon. Evans with a kick out. 3-pointer on the way. Rattles out. Kishimoto thought he had that one. Excellent line. Mavunga's going to give it up. The youngster Okada also in the ball game, starting out for his squad. 3-pointer is going to go down there. Nice basket for Yuta Okada, the 22-year-old Rookie of the Year in 2018-2019. He's off to a good start, and it's a 5-point lead for Toyama. Evans gets away inside though. Evans is their leading scorer. You've got to hold him in check. Smith can hit from there, but doesn't really take too many threes. Mavunga, two-man game. Finds Smith. This is where Smith really operates, inside. Smith trying to get up. A little slowly. Foul's going to be called there on Tashiro. Tashiro's claiming he got there first, but he was inside the no-charge zone. Smith finally is going to be able to get up. He hit that floor hard. Josh Smith is a very good free throw shooter. He's going to now lumber over to the 15-foot line. Fans trying to get into his head. Trying to get to miss these free throws. No problem with the first. For a big man, he's got a nice touch from the line. One more coming up here for Josh Smith. Excellent averages this season with 16 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists, and 1 steal. Smith's going to miss that second. Evans with his first rebound. And Kishimoto once again quarterbacking. Kishimoto can hit from long distance. We've seen him burn a few teams in a couple of games this season. Lighting up from the outside. There's Evans once again attacking Mavunga. That's another good strategy. Make Mavunga worth both ends of the floor. Spend some energy in the defensive end. Mavunga now asking for it. That's a good strategy for Coach Hono. Not having Mavunga handling the basketball too much, bringing it down. Smith inside with a putback. Solid start here for the two imports. For Toyama. 3 from the side. Works! Nice basket there from the youngster Hayato Maki. They're both youngsters. Yuta Okada and Hayato Maki with a 3 each. It's still 10-9. Mavunga hoists up a 3. A little bit too strong. Kishimoto with the rebound. Cooley right beside him. Gonna go to the corner. Now to the top. Kishimoto. You gotta make their move. Shot clock is down to 6. Miss there from Dwayne Evans. Trying to go inside. And a foul is going to be called there on Kishimoto. He can't believe it. Almost 4 minutes gone here. In quarter number 1. Let's watch it again. Not too much body, but Maeda, I feel, did enough to warrant that call. Staying aggressive. Let's see if they go right back to Maeda. They feel they have the advantage there, at least height-wise. They're going to kick it out. Falling away. Not going to work. Josh Smith almost got to it. He does. Can't put it in, though. All 5 players around that basket for the rebound. It's Tashiro. Tashiro hoists up a 3. little bit too strong. Cooley with the offensive rebound. Finds the wrong individual though. Okada will attack. Off the glass. He's got 5 points. Yuta Okada with a great start. Another 3-point lead here for Toyama. Toyama showing the lead early here. Foul's going to be called off that swipe from Uto. Aggressive defense being shown. Here comes Narito Namizato, Fantasista. He does come off the bench, and he has a lot of firepower. Off the bench also is Keita Imamura, their national team member. So for Coach Hiroki Fujita, he likes to be able to have a solid bench, not to mention a solid starting five. Fantasista hands it off. Evans, door shot on him there by the Bull. Josh Smith with the rebound. Here comes Mavunga. Looks like they're going to try to conserve some energy. They could have gone early. Here's Uto against Fantasista. He's much taller. Tries to take advantage. Will miss though. Fantasista is a strong individual. It's going to be a blocking foul on Uto. That's going to be foul number 2, I believe. Trying to stay in front. He got there just a fraction of a second late. He'll have to be replaced with those 2 personal fouls. Past the halfway mark, and here comes Funyu. The 27-year-old small forward, standing 6'3". They go to Imamura. Now Fantasista. The Golden Kings still trail. Fantasista with a jumper, using the glass. Book it. First 2 points here for Fantasista. Gonna try to go right back to Josh Smith here. Smith acting as decoy. 3-pointer away, the youngster a little bit offline for Yuta Okada. Fantasista calling the shooters to the corner. Finds Evans. Evans just can't seem to move Josh Smith. Evans is going to score though. That's where he can take advantage of Josh Smith. Josh Smith doesn't really come out to challenge shots. He stays close to the basket to get the defensive rebound. Smith, perfect pass! Excellent cut there. And scoring is Matsuaki coming off the bench. Lead once again for Toyama. Here's Evans. Evans behind the back dribble, goes all the way. Cooley there with a putback. Jack Cooley now with 4 points to go with his second rebound. Seesaw affair we got here. 15-14. 1-point lead enjoyed by the Ryukyu. Jumper for 3 is going to rattle through. That's going to be a 2-point lead once again. Maeta there with a shot. Well, the Grouses hanging tough, at least in the early stage. The main reason, though, is they need to be able to build up a lead. Evans there with a slam off a great pass from Seiya Funyu. Evans now with 8 points to go with 2 rebounds. Mavunga attacking once again. Got to stay aggressive. Got to carve out some space. Mavunga. Foul's going to be called on Funyu. That's going to be his first. We're tied at 17. Only the second tie of the game so far. Funyu with a block. That's going to be the 3rd team foul for the Golden Kings. First entry of Kim Tilly. He's going to try to put the shackles there on Julian Mavunga. Takeshi Mito has entered the ball game as well. Mavunga attacks. His pass telegraphed. Here comes Imamura. Imamura is going to be fouled by the youngster. Okada's going to pick up his first. Imamura, there is on your screens, a member of the Japanese national team, standing 6'2", 24 years old. And now they've got the veteran checking in. Tomokazu Abe, 35-year-old. Doesn't play as much, but he comes in sparingly and he gives them a lot of great leadership. He makes good decisions. Fantasista. Trying to look for Cooley. Tilly. Now Funyu. Shot clock's at 5. Imamura launches, misfires everything. Here's Mavunga once again, against Tilly. Nice matchup. Mavunga with a kick out. Abe thought about it. Gives it up to Julian. Jab step 3, yes, for Julian Mavunga. Got just enough space to launch and hit. Mavunga now with 5 points. He also has 3 rebounds and 2 assists. Closing in at the 1 minute mark here of the first period. It's a 3-point lead enjoyed by Toyama. Tilly. Quick passing. Imamura was free for the time being. Tilly could have gone for it. Opts to give it out. Josh Smith with another rebound. Smith has really controlled the boards. He's got 4 defensive boards already. Mavunga from downtown. No. You can see Mavunga trying to be a little bit more aggressive than we're used to seeing. He has to be. If Toyama wants to have any idea of winning this game. Cooley will miss. Mavunga with the rebound. Jack Cooley's got that in his arsenal. Doesn't shoot that much from the outside, but he can hit it from time to time. Will miss there. Abe. They go to Smith. Really challenge. He'll try. Smith gets away with a slam. Nice turn getting away from Cooley. Josh Smith already with 7 points. Final attempt here. The shot clock is off. This match is the biggest lead of the ball game in Toyama. Showing the way here. Fantasista with the left. No. Mavunga's going to pick that one up, and that is where the first 10 minutes of action will end. The visitors hanging tough. Coming up with a strong first 10 minutes of play. And they lead 22-17. So far, it's been a perfect start here for the Toyama Grouses as they end the first period up by 5, 22-17. They built leads of up to 5 more than a few times in the first period. Let's see if they can sustain it though. That's going to be the main question for them. Three-pointer is not going to drop. Abe's going to get there first. The veteran showing us he's still got spring in his legs. Here's Abe. Finds Mavunga. Mavunga with a spin. Trying to kiss it off the glass, will miss. Smith is there. Misses a gimme though. Good transition defense by the visiting squad. You can see the effort is really there from Toyama. Foul's going to be called there on Nito. The big question mark really for the Toyama Grouses is, can they sustain this with the lack of firepower off the bench? How far can they ride the big shoulders of Mavunga and Smith? So far so good, but just one quarter done. Steal there from Mavunga. Looks like the Ryukyu Golden Kings are a little tentative here in the early goings. Could it be nerves? Going all the way home, exchanging hands. Lefty layup there. Matsuwaki now has 4 points. Early timeout going to be called here by Coach Fujita. He doesn't like the way things are going. Watch it once again. Getting to the paint. Switching hands. Kissing it off the glass. Back to the action here from the Okinawa Arena. The Ryukyu Golden Kings find themselves down by 7. Well, that's a deficit they can easily overhaul, but they've got to be clicking on all cylinders. Fantasista calling for a pick. Will have to launch that 3. He'll come up short. Evans though with a putback. Evans at the right place at the right time. That just dropped in front of him. Evans now with 10 points. He's in double digits. Smith will be fouled by Tilly. Tilly can't believe the call. He's saying, how can I push somebody as big as Josh Smith? Well, Josh Smith with a little bit of acting as well. Inbound found Mavunga. Big pick there from Josh Smith. He gets that pass. No one will stop him that deep inside. Josh Smith working really well with Mavunga. Smith now with 9 points. To go with 6 rebounds. Ishizaki. Still, till he thought about it. Will kick it out. Ishizaki's gonna have to put this one up. Quick hands from Abe. They come up with another steal. Just too many turnovers here for the Ryukyu Golden Kings. Mavunga will be fouled by Ishizaki. Oh, the lead has just been built slowly. It's now at 9. Check that. It's now at 7. But they are on the offensive end. Kishimoto's going to check back in. Got a jostling for position, and a foul's going to be called on Evans. Those are the fouls that Evans just can't commit. Especially this early in the quarter. (26-19) is our tally. A little over 2 minutes gone here in the second period. We go back to Josh Smith. He really challenged Cooley. Why not? They kick it out to Abe. Goes inside, issues a pass. That one a little bit too strong off the glass. Kishimoto with the rebound. Cooley continues to talk to the referee. They swing it. Ishizaki now inside to Cooley. That was an ill-advised pass. But they retain possession. Long three is not going to work. Rebound for Matsuwaki. Matsuwaki has really come in and given them some quality minutes. Mavunga once again kicks it out to Abe. Matsuwaki. Matsuwaki left open for three. Just short. Evans clears the board. Evans there with his 5th rebound. Evans will attack. And will be fouled by Abe. Abe asking for the hold. Referees say otherwise. That will be the first team foul on Abe. Well, Abe might have had a point there, but again, from the angle of the referee, he couldn't see that chicken wing. Imamura's going to check in. Evans will head to the line. Evans makes the first. Evans has played 10 minutes already here. And he's filling up the stat sheet. He's got 11 points, 4 rebounds, and an assist. One more coming the way here of Dwayne Evans. Trying to get this average of 19 points here in the first half. Second's going to drop. Lead has been cut down to 5. Mavunga again. I don't think they're going to rest him in this particular match. He might just have to play 40 minutes. They go inside of Smith. Perfect pass. And he gets away for another 2. Josh Smith, when he gets inside that paint, he's just too wide. He's got 11 points. Another player in double digits. 3's gonna drop. That's what they need from Imamura. National team member. He's got to open up the space for the floor. Mavunga challenges, will miss. Evans with the rebound. And here come the Ryukyu Golden Kings. Foul's going to be called there. And Nito. That's going to be the 4th team foul though. Toyama's got to be careful. They don't want to enter the penalty situation too early. Evans thought about it with a spin. Another 3 on the way. He misfire. Smith with another rebound. Smith just carves out so much space inside. Even a big man like Jack Cooley can't budge him. And here's Abe once again, giving them excellent minutes off the bench. Smith not trying to force anything. He'll hand it over. Matsuwaki passes to no one. 4.5 seconds remain in their shot clock. Let's take a look at Kishimoto. Having to stay in step with the opposing number 14, Matsuwaki on the other side. First entry of big boy Yuki Mitsuhara. Mitsuhara is going to be in there to bang bodies with Josh Smith. But even a body as big as Mitsuhara might not be enough. Youngster Okada will check in again. Mavunga steps back for three. A little bit offline. Imamura with the board. And here's Kishimoto. Still a 4-point lead enjoyed by Toyama. He held very steady. Inside. Big boy with a miss. He'll get his rebound. 3 on the way. Rattles out. Smith with the board. And again, one of the keys to success here for the Grouses, they've got to be able to get those defensive rebounds. Early entry pass. And a foul will be called to Mitsuhara. There's an official timeout here. 4:57 remaining before the halftime break. It's a 4-point lead enjoyed by the visiting squad. We'd like to welcome everybody back to the Okinawa Arena for B.LEAGUE Action Playoff Edition. Anthony Sutai with the call. Glad you're joining us this Saturday afternoon. First of our doubleheader here today. Mavunga will be tripped up. 3-pointer is going to be short. Maeda had a good line. It's not enough. Kishimoto's going to walk it up. Medium range shot there from Imamura. 5 points now in the ball game for Keita. And the lead has been cut down to 2. This is what Coach Fujita has been wanting. The momentum to get back onto their side. Okada. Okada from long distance. Back rim. Abe's there, but he issues a poor pass. Abe is always at the right spot to get those long rebounds. Came up with a turnover though. Here's Uto. He started out for Toyama. He got the re-entry also of Kim Tilly. It's a 2-point affair here at the Okinawa Arena. Nice look there at Coach Hiroki Fujita. Very young head coach. 34 years old. He's done well though for the Golden Kings. Tilly with a handoff. Tashiro still handling. Have to put that one up and hits! 3-pointer for Tashiro is going to give Ryukyu the lead at 29-28. And that's going to force the hand of Coach Hono Hamaguchi to super time. The momentum has swung the way of the hosts. Good time out there from Coach Hono. He doesn't want to let this game get away from there. Not this early. The game plan is to make sure that entering the fourth quarter, they've got a chance. But the Golden Kings have picked it up defensively. Look at the physicality that they're having here. Uto hands it over to Smith. Will miss. Toyama has missed from the field in the last few outings offensively. Tashiro. Tilly for three. Won't drop. There's Cooley. One of the few times you're going to see Jack Cooley have trouble putting it back. That's got to hurt for Kishimoto. Big collision there with Mavunga. He got it on the kisser. Watch it once again. Mavunga had only one thing in mind, which is take it strong to the basket. It was an inadvertent elbow to the face. And let's see if that fires up Kishimoto even more. That just might fire up the crowd. Ryukyu though in the penalty. So here for the final 3 minutes, just about. It's going to be free throws for Toyama. Mavunga now on the line. Julian Mavunga with a good line so far. 5 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists in 16 minutes of action. Easily makes the first. Ties things up at 29. Will he break this tie with his free throw? Exactly 2:55 remaining before the halftime break. Free throw a little bit too strong. We're tied at 29. But for Ryukyu, they like the position they've been in. They have not played that well. But still, they're tied with the visiting squad, Toyama. Fantasista will have to take this shot on his own. Will miss. Tilly grabs that loose ball. Imamura for a three downtown. Knocks it through. It's a 3-point lead here enjoyed by the Ryukyu Golden Kings, their biggest lead. And the momentum has really swung to the other side. That poor foul though is going to send another player from Toyama back to the line for free throws. Tilly doesn't agree. But that's a drawback of getting into foul trouble early. And if you've got a smart team playing against you, they will take advantage and try to be physical inside, get the calls. Mavunga on the line once again. He had a split earlier, makes the first. Julian Mavunga and Josh Smith have really had to work overtime. If you're just joining us, unfortunately for Toyama, no Richard Solomon because he violated team and league protocols. His contract was terminated. He's been sent home. And because of a season-ending injury, national team member Kosuke Hashimoto is not in harness here for the visiting squad for this 3-game series. He's been cut down to 1. They go right back to Evans. And a foul will be called on Uto. That'll be his third. Not quite sure why you want to be at that angle. You should be at least in the middle of the ball. And the passer. Under 2 minutes to play here. Imamura starting to heat up. Will they try to find him? Imamura for 3 once again. Short. The tap will go to Okada. Okada still. Okada inside. Looks at that shot. And again, Josh Smith was there. One of the main reasons why Okada is just so confident putting up those shots from close range is he knows Josh Smith is there for the offensive board. Watch it again. All you got to do is just kiss it off the glass, even if it doesn't go through. Cooley had to help out. And so there was just no way Imamura and Fantasista could get the board over Josh Smith. Smith now on the line for 2. Minute 39 remaining here. Smith taking his time. I'll take a little breather here as well. Josh Smith, together with Julian Mavunga, have not yet taken a seat. That's what they got to do. You only have 2 imports, you ride them until the very end. 2-point lead enjoyed here by Toyama. Fantasista out to Imamura. Imamura's been practicing those long shots. Mavunga's going to pick up a foul. Shot clock says 24. Evans is going to hit the line. Off that foul, so both these teams already in the penalty. Evans makes the first. He's got 13 points. That should bring a smile to the fans here at the Okinawa Arena, who have been a little bit worried because their team started out kind of flat. Well, there's a lot of sense of urgency coming from the visiting squad because Toyama knows that they don't have a full complement of players. Smith on the outside. They go to Mavunga. No foul. Evans pulled the chair out from under Mavunga there. Fantasista. Trying to look for Evans. Evans with a nice seal. Falls away. That's going to drop. Once again for the Ryukyu Golden Kings. And a timeout will be called by Toyama. They want to score in this next offensive pattern. Let's see what Coach Hono draws up. Welcome back to B.LEAGUE action here this Saturday afternoon. Anthony Sutay with the call. Glad you're joining us from the Okinawa Arena as the Ryukyu Golden Kings host the Toyama Grouses. This is game number 1 of the best-of-3 quarterfinal series. Under a minute to play here in the first half. Smith stopped there by Cooley. Mavunga will try to attack. Mavunga puts up a 3. Short. Almost got his offensive rebound. It falls to Evans. Nice hustle there by Imamura to get possession. Imamura now is going to bring it closer. Floater is going to work. It's a 4-point lead now enjoyed by Ryukyu. That's their biggest lead at 4. Chance of defense from the fans here for the final seconds of the second period. Okada gives it up. Mavunga. That 3 is going to come up short for Matsuwaki. So the fans got what they wanted. An official score here now of a 4-point advantage for the Ryukyu Golden Kings. They lead 38-34 after that late offensive burst and that defensive stop. It's day 2 of the B-League playoffs here this Saturday afternoon, and we've got the Ryukyu Golden Kings hosting the Toyama Grouses. It was a close affair all throughout. And before this match began, we actually looked at the head-to-head standings between both these squads. They faced each other 4 times this season, and they've split those encounters 2 apiece. Ryukyu winning the first one on February 8th. February 9, Toyama came right back and beat them that weekend. And then they faced each other again February 27 and 28. February 27, it was an 85-67 win for Toyama. But the very next day, Ryukyu, at the home floor of Toyama, came up with a victory of their own, winning that one 85-76. And so we expected this one to be really close all throughout, and it has been. We've had a good game on our hands, and the numbers that we're going to show you in a little bit will show you just how tight this match is. Toyama getting some contributions from Tawatari. Matsuwaki there. So it's really very good that the Grouses have been able to stay in step here with the host squad. They've had their 2 imports having to go the entire stretch. Julian Mavunga and Joshua Smith going the entire 20 minutes. And why not? They have no Richard Solomon, who's been sent home. His contract was terminated because he violated team and league protocols. Not to mention the fact that one of their key players in Kosuke Hashimoto, their national team stalwart, is out also with a season-ending injury. So you have Josh Smith and Julian Mavunga doing most of the damage. Smith would finish with 14 points, 11 rebounds, and 1 assist in the first half. Mavunga filling up the stat sheets, coming up with 8 points, 4 rebounds, and 5 assists. Now we've got the numbers. And you can see, that's your halftime score. 4-point lead here for the Ryukyu Golden Kings. But everything just about even. If you look at their total field goal percentage, 44% for Ryukyu and 39% for Toyama. That's why we've got a close affair. Free throws, just about even as well. It is a well-played ball game, as you can see there. Just 3 turnovers from both these teams, so just 6 total in the first 2 quarters of play. Looking at 14 to 20, those numbers are the points in the paint, and you expect that to be in favor of Toyama because they do have Josh Smith. Rebounding story, it's 21 to 19 in favor of Ryukyu, so really not that much of an advantage. This head-to-head matchup, really not too much to show. Uto did start out for his squad. They are number 11 for the Grouses. He has yet to score, but he does have 3 personal fouls. That's why he's been in and out of the lineup. Seiya Funyu, coming off the bench, was able to contribute a little bit with 1 rebound and 1 assist, but he was there primarily for defense, trying to stop Julian Mavunga, which ushers in an exciting second half. For the non-partisan fans out there, all they want is a close one, and so far that has proven to be just what everybody expected, despite the fact that Toyama is not fielding in a complete lineup. There you got the scorers for Ryukyu. Evans with 16 points, lead the charge, backed up there by Keita Imamura, who's got 10 points. So the national team member of the Ryukyu Golden Kings coming up big in the first half with 10 points. In fact, Imamura is only averaging 9 points a contest, but he's got 10 already in the first half alone. There's Josh Smith. He knows he might have to play the entire 40 minutes. That's why I think he saved his energy all throughout the season. Josh Smith did play for the TNT squad in the PBA, so he's very familiar with the Filipino fans. Led that team to the finals. Looking to try to do one better here. Get Toyama to the finals and win the championship. It's going to be a tough task though. So, briefly on your screens, from Nakazo Abe, the veteran, who came in and gave them excellent minutes as well. He played for about 7 minutes. Came up with great passes, a lot of offensive rebounds, giving his team more chances to score. And there's Julian Mavunga. Everything resting on his broad shoulders. Kishimoto started out this ball game together with that gentleman there, Hayato Maki. That backcourt has done quite well. Let's see if they can do even better here at the start of the third period. 4-point lead enjoyed by the Golden Kings as we enter the second half. Here's Maki once again. Maki stops, pops, and hits. Now to Mavunga. 6-point lead. Very close to their biggest lead once was. It's going to go to the other way. This 40-34 is the biggest lead now. That's 6 for Ryukyu. Welcome back to the Okinawa Arena. Anthony Starr with the call. Glad you're joining us for the resumption of playoff action in the B-League. Kishimoto's going to get that to drop. And now the Golden Kings trying to pour it on. Critical stage here for Toyama. They need to be able to stay in step. Foul's going to be called on Evans there. Good move from Julian Mavunga. Evans is going to pick up his second. That's going to be the first team foul for the Ryukyu Golden Kings here in the third period. Let's see, they try to go to Josh Smith inside. Smith up against Cooley. An offensive foul is going to be called on Josh Smith. Jack Cooley loves it. He held his ground there. That's not easy. Watch it here. Josh Smith just barreled his way through. Jack Cooley says, come on. The lead is up to 8. Jack Cooley has really not helped out offensively. But he's done so well on the defensive end. Long three. Gonna go. Uto with the rebound. They push it forward. Gonna bring it closer. Dipsy-do move. Works. Nice basket there from Maeda. Cuts the lead down to 6. Toyama's got to stay in step here as long as they possibly can. Evans with a floater. Yes. Evans now starting to heat up once again. He's got 18 points to go with 6 rebounds. Mavunga, they'll go inside. Quick move. We got to hand it to this youngster, Hayato Maki. Try to come up there with a block. And Josh Smith, he's tuckered out. Not easy going against Jack Cooley. And Jack Cooley has made life difficult for him every single time he's touched that basketball. Gonna try to get as much rest as he possibly can as he heads to the 15-foot line. There's Maki once again in your screen. We talked about him being a rookie. He was a former college MVP. And what a jump he's made here to the pro ranks. First drops for Josh Smith. They're going to squeeze every single inch that they can from Smith. Smith's going to miss that free throw. That might be fatigue. What they're going to say, he took too long on that free throw. Wasn't going to count even if it went. As expected. Quarterbacking once again. Seems like the Ryukyu Golden Kings have gotten into a little better groove offensively. Here to start out the third period. Evans will misfire though. Mavunga with the rebound. Pushing it forward. Mavunga gets it back. He just made sure he made contact there with Jack Cooley to get him out of the way. Jack Cooley can't believe it. He's going to pick up a personal. Jack Cooley saying, I got to that spot first. But he was moving. Another one of those bang-bang plays. Referee see it against Jack Cooley. Only the first personal foul on Jack Cooley. So he's not in any trouble. But he's going to send Mavunga to the line though. That's Coach Kono Hamaguchi. His hands are really tied today. It has been at the latter part, starting the latter part of the season. Because of no Richard Solomon and no Kosuke Hashimoto. But they've hung tough. Trying to hang tough here once again. Kishimoto resets. Kishimoto inside. Floater off the glass. No. But there's Jack Cooley with the putback. It seems like Josh Smith is a little bit tired. And Cooley trying to take advantage. We go to Mavunga. It's going to be an offensive foul against Evans. Evans loving it. So 2 offensive fouls already called here this third quarter. 1 on Josh Smith and 1 on Julian Mavunga. But these 2 imports of the Toyama Grouses have got to hold their nerve. They've got to keep it together. They're their team's best hope. Kishimoto for 3. In and out. Back to the offensive rebound, and they're just pouring it on here. Foul will be called on Okada. Similar 22-year-old. So these 2 youngsters, Maki and Okada, going at each other. 2 of possibly the future stars of Japanese basketball. Evans carving out space and hitting. And a timeout will be called here by Coach Hono. Things are starting to get out of hand. It's a 9-point lead enjoyed by the Ryukyu Golden Kings. Back to the action here at the Okinawa Arena. And the Grouses need to be able to score here. Stop the bleeding. They find Julian Mavunga. Pass goes awry. That's great hustle there from Kishimoto. This 9-point lead is the biggest lead by either squad here in this game number 1 of the quarterfinal series. Evans whips it to the corner. Tashida will miss. Toyama dodged the bullet there, but another poor pass. Tashida's going to pick this one up. He had a chance for a fast break there. Didn't take it. But a foul's going to be called on Uto. And Kishimoto there nodding his head saying, yes, time for you to hit the bench. Uto now in foul trouble. Will have to be replaced. That's his 4th. And everything going the way of the Ryukyu Golden Kings now. Heads up play there from Kishimoto. Knew exactly what the situation was. Tashiro will bring it out. Kishimoto! No. Smith with the rebound. Smith screaming at the referee. Felt he was pushed after he got his 12th board. Nice basket inside. That's going to quiet the crowd a little bit. Nice basket once again for Matsuwaki. He's got 6 points. Going to the corner. Evans asking for the clear out. Then gives it up. Kishimoto for a long three. Bang! And the lead is now at 10 at 51-41. What's the reply? Another big hit from the outside. This time from the youngster Yuta Okada. That's going to cut the lead down to 7. Boy, these young stalwarts of the Toyama Grouses hanging tough. Taking the lead from Tomokazu Abe. He is their senior statesman. He came in, gave them a lot of great minutes. Here's that three once again from Okada. Just rising and hitting. Maki will take a seat. Okada once again. Okada! Another three. That one back rim. Another 14 seconds to work with here. Matsuwaki to the side. They've had their open threes. Just can't knock it down. Missed opportunity there for Maeda. Imamura is checked in now for the Golden Kings. Evans. Imamura. Might have to hoist this one because he realized the shot clock's winding down. Doesn't. They're going to lose possession. Here's Okada. On the break. Overshoots. Kishimoto once again keeps it in play. They go inside. Maeda rattles that one through. What grit being shown here by Toyama. They've scored the last 5 points and they've cut this lead in half. That's a poor foul there by Okada. Just when it seemed like the momentum was going back to their end. Why do you have to foul Evans that far away from the basket? That's going to be the third personal foul. Checking into the ball game here for the hosts. We've got Narito Namizato. Ishizaki's going to check in once again. They gave them good minutes in the first half. And it's going to be free throws here for Evans. That's going to calm the nerves here of the Golden Kings fans at the Okinawa Arena. That lead was cut down to 5, and then you come up with a poor foul. Funyu there on his seat. Tashiro has also been rested. Good opportunity now for Evans to take a seat and grab some rest as Kim Tilly checks in. Matsuwaki. Now they're going to try to go to Mavonga. Mavonga will get knocked down there by Ishizaki. That's going to be free throws. Ishizaki being a little bit too aggressive. And some acting there as well from Julian Mavunga. He's a powerful man, but he just dropped to the floor there. So both teams in the penalty. This might be a long 4 minutes to end the third. The Looking at the line of Julian Mavunga, he's got 10 points already. To go with 6 rebounds and 5 assists. Conley makes the first. There's a handful of fans for Toyama that we talked about at the top of the coverage. Coach Hono continues to bark out instructions. 2 free throws done here for Mavunga. Cuts the lead back down to 5. Still within striking distance. The handicap, Toyama Grouses. Cooley's going to give it back. Fantasista. Falling away, yes! He's got that hang time. Almost comes up with a steal, does! He played Possum. And then went into the passing lane. Back-to-back hits. Not there. That could have extended the lead to 9. Back to Julian. Up against Tilly. Trying to go to Josh Smith. The pass a little bit too strong. Smith saying he was held back and held down. Referee say play on. Tilly for 3. Offline. Smith is getting hammered inside. He's not happy. Continues to talk to the referee instead of playing defense. Another hit there. Imamura now with 12 points. Another steal. Boy, might just see a timeout here from Toyama. The Toyama Grouses were complaining more than playing. And the Golden Kings said, thank you very much. We will take advantage. And that's exactly what they've done. Putting up an 11-point lead here. 2:39 remaining in the third. Welcome back to the Okinawa Arena. Coach Hono Hamaguchi just had to really settle down his troops. They can't let this get out of hand, especially here in the latter part of the third. They want to be competitive in the fourth period. Josh Smith inside. Kicks it out. Mavunga thought about it. Mavunga's going to be fouled. Foul's going to be on Fantasista. Narito Namizato will pick up a personal. And it's going to be 2 free throws for Julian Mavunga. Staying a little bit too close there was Fantasista. Well, this third period is going to drag on a little bit because both teams in the penalty. And there's Josh Smith continues to talk to the referee, saying he's been hit left and right on his head. He's got to concentrate on playing. Abe reinserted here by Coach Hono. He's in the backcourt together with Matsuwaki. They really need a little bit more stability, at least to end the third period. cut down to 9. Fantasista forward there to Evans. Will get it back. Ishizaki now. Ishizaki with a floater. Short. It's going to fall to Abe. They get up to Mavunga. Mavunga, nice step. Gets away. Quick first step there for Julian Mavunga. Fantasista trying to answer right back. No look pass inside to Evans. Evans is going to hit. Evans now with 24 points. Matsuaki. Now they find Abe. They go inside. Josh Smith will be fouled by Tilly. Back to the free throw line here for Josh Smith. Not much Kim Tilly can really do. And that's why Jack Cooley's checking back in. Jack Cooley's a big boy. But even that heft is not enough against Josh Smith. Joshua Smith, 28 years old, standing 6'10", out of the United States. Up against Jack Cooley, who also stands 6'10". But he's giving up in so much poundage. Smith drops the first. 1:23 remaining here in the third period. This is game number 1 between the Ryukyu Golden Kings and the Toyama Grouses. It's the best of 3 affair. Quarterfinal matchup between two teams who had essentially similar records. The Golden Kings finished with 40-16. Toyama with 39-21. Fantasista to the side now. Trying to get away with a shot. Nothing there. Mavunga thought about the 3. Abe to the side. Matsuaki attacks. Door shut on him. Evans against Mavunga. Step back 3. Rims out. And the ball will go back to the home squad. Hayato Maki is checked back in. He started out in the ball game for the Golden Kings. We're going to milk this possession. Three-pointer for Imamura's down. Imamura now with 17 points to go with 4 rebounds. And the lead is back up to 10. Matsuaki is going to bring it out. Wisely so. They want to go for the last shot. At worst, they'll be down by 10. Now he attacks. Makes his move. Gets blocked by Evans. More than enough time to score here. Imamura does. That is a bad possession for the Grouses. They attacked too early. It blew up in their faces. And now they enter the 4th and final period down by 12. Welcome back to the Okinawa Arena. You get the feeling that the Ryukyu Golden Kings were really just biding their time, waiting for the right moment to strike. They knew that their opponents were really hampered. And that's going to be another foul here against Smith. Things are starting to implode. The Grouses hung tough in the first half, but now it seems like the Ryukyu Golden Kings have taken command of this match, and rightly so. They have the deeper lineup, and they knew that Josh Smith and Mavunga just might tire out. Let's see if Jack Cooley will try to go to work. Puts up a jumper, will miss. Still a 12-point lead enjoyed by the hosts though. And Abe helped them out. At that time, Mavunga fell. He felt he got held back. There he is talking to the referee once again. And they have been doing a whole lot more complaining than playing. And that's going to be a technical foul on Julian Mavunga. And all Mavunga saying is, I was illustrating what happened. He felt one of the Ryukyu Golden Kings put up his foot. He wasn't trying to make a kicking motion, kicking gesture towards the referee. But the whistle's blown, and Evans back on the line for some more free throws. We'll make that first. Now they're going to get possession. Evans now with 25 points, 7 rebounds and 4 assists. A solid outing here for the 28-year-old. They're looking for more though. Lead is at 13. Seems like the Golden Kings want to settle the issue right now in the next 2 minutes if they can. Stutter step there for Fantasisa, and he gets blocked by Smith. Smith didn't even have to leave the ground. Smith with another rebound off Cooley. He felt there was some body there once again. Stares down at the referee. Mavunga will be fouled. He gets another foul, it's Fantasista. Well, they can afford to smile because they are up by 13. Despite the fact that Fantasista, one of their key players, has picked up another personal. Checking in for the first time is Yoshiki Ametani. Ametani is another one of those young players that they're trying to groom for the future. Ametani is 21 years old, standing 6'3". Mavunga will be fouled by Evans. You can see the strategy of Mavunga. Is to try to attack, especially now that they need to be able to really whittle down this lead. A minute gone here in the fourth. Mavunga again on the outside. Tying body to Dilly. Awatari, no. It's going to be a miss. Matsuwaki thought he was free there. Still a 13-point lead here enjoyed by the Golden Kings. Imamura here. No trigger in this inbound. Masashi Joho is also in for the first time. Masashi is a veteran, 38 years old. Replacing Abe. Imamura hits from inside. Imamura now with 21 points. And this second half has essentially been all Golden Kings. Watch it once again. using that pick, putting up a floater, and knocking it through. Still a lot of time remaining here in this one. Coming to you from the Okinawa Arena as the Ryukyu Golden Kings hosting the Toyama Grouses. Game number 1 of their best of 3 quarterfinal. Mavunga finds Smith. Another assist there for Julian Mavunga. Assist number 6. And Smith has 19 points. He needed that basket. Putting the lead down to 13, it's 15. Another big hit there from Imamura. It's now 72-56. Can they answer back? Bank wasn't open there. Mavunga. Mavunga hoists up a 3 and hits. That keeps him in the ball game. 19 points in the contest here for Julian Mavunga. Will they try to go right back to Imamura? Well, they looked for him there. He's scorching hot. Evans is going to check back in place of Tilly. Seems like the starters are going to be back. Tashiro sent back in as well. Looking at the players on the floor, this might be their strongest 5. Imamura with Kishimoto, with Tashiro, and then Evans and Cooley. Evans goes to the left hand, will be fouled. Josh Smith picking up another personal. He's got to be careful. Evans now going to head to the line for 2 free throws. Exactly 7 minutes remain here. That'll be the 3rd personal foul on Josh Smith. But Evans and company want to just continue to pour it on here so they can possibly cruise in the last 5 minutes. But the Grouses trying to hang tough. Jack Cooley trying to get the offensive rebound there. Mavunga back at point. Now makes his move. 3 on the way, yes! Well set up there by Julian Mavunga. First basket for Masashi. And another assist here for Julian. Assist number 7. Coach Hono continuing to work the referees. He has not liked most of the calls here. Neither has Mavunga, neither has Josh Smith. But they're still within 12. Within sight of their task of trying to pull game number 1. Can they do it? Kishimoto. That's a shut up. Imamura for 3! No. Nice find by Tashiro. Here's Mavunga. Mavunga all the way through. Gives it up. Smith. Nice soft hands for the big man. Carving out space. Josh Smith being really physical here. And the lead has been cut down to 10. He continues to scream at the referees as we get this timeout. A second half explosion here from Keita Imamura has helped Ryukyu build this lead. It's now at 10. As we approach the final 6 minutes here at the Okinawa Arena. We're going to be right back here tomorrow for game number 2 at this very same time. That's not going to work there. Evans. They got more than enough time, but they got to make their move now. Will they get it off in time? Kishimoto launches and misfires. Josh with the rebound. They can bring it to within 8 or 7 with the 3-point shot. Mavunga with a pick. 3 on the way. Short. Foul will be called there in Maeda. Maeda was Rookie of the Year in 2019-2020. Just couldn't hit it there. And there's a lot of young, promising stars already playing pro basketball. Evans with a handoff. Imamura for 3. Bang! Imamura scorching here. He now has 27 points. An official timeout is going to be called here. All smiles for the Golden Kings, and why not? They're clicking on all cylinders. Watch this well-run play. Feet set properly, nothing but the bottom of the net. The Ryukyu Golden Kings are still not out of the woods. And Toyama knows it, but they're going to have to put their act together though. Can they play a little bit more and stop complaining? There's Josh Smith once again, as he bangs bodies with Jack Cooley. Watch it. He got held by two individuals. Sometimes that's really what it takes to stop somebody like Josh Smith. Okada. Okada with a spin. Gives it up. Nice active hands defensively there from Kishimoto. Now they can use some clock. Wisely so. Evans puts up a floater and hits. And the lead is back up to 15. Now give it up to Magunga. Get it right back. Magunga. Cross-court pass. Extra passes. Finds a shooter free. And hitting there is Maeda. Well-run offensive play. Can they get a stop? After the fans of Toyama are hoping. But the fans here inside the Okinawa Arena loving what they're seeing. Suddenly, their Golden Kings have come alive here in the second half. Kishimoto, no-look pass. Finds Evans once again. All by his lonesome inside that paint. Dwayne Evans scores once again. He's close to 30. He's got 29. Backed up by the 27 of Imamura. Okada, that's off his leg. That was clear. Tashiro's in there for tough defense, but he can hit the outside shot as well. Okada wants to complain, but that was a good call. And here comes their starter, Naoki Uto. What can he contribute here in the final 3.5? Their team's down by 14 though. The Golden Kings score once again here. It could be lights out. Bullet pass, finds Tashiro. Tashiro finds Cooley. Cooley denied, but he gets it in the second stab. That lead is up to 16. Mathematically still possible. But they've got to score. Bounce pass works. Uto with a cut. Smith with the exceptional find. How much can Uto help them rise from the grave here? Starts with his free throw. Knocks that one through. Leads cut down to 13. Can they get more stops? Evans against Mavunga. Mavunga looked the other way and Evans just exploded to the hoop. You can't do that against someone of Dwayne Evans' ability. Not sure if you can see that in the replay. Watch it here. Mavunga looked away, and by the time he looked at Evans, he was gone. Trying to put this back to a 16-point edge. Dwayne Evans now with 33 points, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists. Now with 34. Time's not on their side. They've got to score and score quickly. Hurried three. Works for Mavunga. Mavunga now with 22. And a timeout is going to be called here by the Golden Kings. Coach Hiroki Fujita wants his team to have a strong wind-up. 2 minutes, 20 seconds remaining here at the Okinawa Arena. Game number 1 between the Ryukyu Golden Kings and the Toyama Grouses. This is a very short best of 3 affair quarterfinal matchup. That's why Game 1 is always critical. And more so in a short series. Full court defense. Defensive pressure being put on by Toyama, but easily broken. Now the Golden Kings got to make their move. Kishimoto with a floater. Overshoots. The tip will go to the wrong man. And they've got another 14 seconds to burn. Kishimoto, long 3. Bam! And the lead is now ballooned back up to 16. And that could just be it. Okada pulls back. Stolen by Cooley. And that's the ball game. The Golden Kings are going to take game number 1 of this quarterfinal series. B.LEAGUE playoffs starting this weekend. It began yesterday with a win from Tsunomiya Brex. That's going to rattle out. Okada launches a 3. Short. Evans will block that. Now all they got to do is just hold on to the basketball. Just a solid performance here by the home squad. Back-to-back long toms. Kishimoto hits another one. And the lead is at 19. What a downer here for the Grouses. Actually, Toyama stayed in step in the first 2 quarters, but they kept asking that question. Will they be able to sustain that with a lack of firepower? And they weren't able to do so. 34.5 seconds remain in this one. They're just going to dribble this one away. No need to score. There is no coaching system here. It's just a game number 1 victory. Cooley puts it up. Will misfire. Long throw. Okada wanting to score. And does. And it's going to be a game number 1 victory here for the home squad. The Golden Kings take this one with a score of 92 to 75. Hard-earned victory here for the Ryukyu. They trailed by 5 after the first 10 minutes of action at 22-17. They took the lead right before the break. They led by 4 at 38-34, and they never looked back. Third and fourth quarter really belonged to the Ryukyu Golden Kings. On your screens right now, you can see Toyama saying, we had our chances, we took their best lick, and we came out with a loss, but we showed we can stay in step. These 2 teams go right back onto the court and face each other again tomorrow for game number 2. Quick turnaround. And so for Mavunga and Josh Smith, who played this entire game, they got to get some rest, because in less than 24 hours, we're going to be right back here in this court. In just a moment, we're going to hear from head coach Hiroki Fujita as he talks about this Game 1 victory. A lot of heroes here for the Ryukyu Golden Kings. Dwayne Evans, 34 points, 8 rebounds and 6 assists. Keita Imamura came up big. He had 27 points to go with 5 rebounds. And here we're handing out the Game Awards. wouldn't be surprised if they gave it to Imamura. How can you ignore the 34 points of Dwayne Evans? Well, they're cheering each other on. Now they can have some fun. That's a good choice, giving it to those two individuals. Dwayne Evans and Imamura combining for 61 points. And there's confirmation. 2 MVPs here for game number 1. Well, we know Keita Imamura is capable of scoring. He is a member of the Japanese national squad. Exceptional scorer, solid defender, and he's only 24 years old. But of course, Dwayne Evans, their leading scorer, averaging 19 points a contest, came up with 34 here today. I believe we're going to hear from Coach Fujita first, and then possibly the 2 players. We'll start with the players. Keita Imamura.
こんばんは。こんにちは。本日も、会場に足を運んでいただいて応援していただき本当にありがとうございました。今日から、チャンピオンシップ始まって本当に負けられない、戦いが続いていく中で、今日本当チーム一丸となって、この勝利をもぎ取れたのは本当に会場にいるすべての皆さんのおかげだと思ってます。明日まだ、続きますので、また応援していただいて、僕たちもハードワークしますので、またお願いします。ありがとうございました。
Keita Imamura started by saying, "Hello everybody, and thank you for coming for today's game." Well, they definitely needed the win here today because this was the playoffs. And he's glad they came away with the victory, and he said they have another match tomorrow, so please stay tuned. Once again, come out to the stadium and to cheer for their very own Ryukyu Golden Kings.
I'm happy to see us kind of get back on the right track. Everyone's fighting hard today. I'm proud of what we did, but we have a lot more to do. So we're looking forward to hopefully getting another win tomorrow and continuing to fight for you guys. Thank you.
今日は来ていただいて本当にありがとうございます。明日も必ず、またタフなゲームが、続くと思うので、だけども、皆さんのために、自分たちのベストを尽くして、明日しっかり勝ちきれるように、しっかり準備していきます。また明日もサポートよろしくお願いします。
エヴァンス選手ありがとうございました。それでは皆様、本日勝利いたしました琉球ゴールデンキングスの選手、そしてスタッフの皆さんに今一度盛大な拍手をよろしくお願いします。Go Toyama!
Well, it doesn't seem like we're going to hear from Coach Hiroki Fujita. I guess from his point of view, this player said it all. coolly there, beside himself with glee. Why not? They came away with a tough victory here against an undermanned Toyama Grouses squad. It was tough, especially in the first 2 quarters, but they were able to battle through it and come away with a 92-75 win. I'm going to show you the highlights in a little bit. At the same time, break down the numbers before we bid you adieu. And do join us once again for more B-League action a little bit later on at 6 in the evening. At 6 in the evening, we're going to have game number 2 of the quarterfinal match between
藤田コーチ
Tsunoda Brex
解説の与那峰
and
です。
Samaker Shibuya.
どうも
勝利おめでとうございます。
Coach Fujita now.
ありがとうございます。
今のお気持ちをお聞かせください。
はい、大きなプレッシャーがある中で、本当に選手たちが、高いパフォーマンスを出してくれたと思ってます。
今日の勝利、92点を取りました。ここについては、手応えはいかがでしょうか。
オフェンスっていうより、オフェンスは自分たちのオフェンスがやればある程度点数は取れると分かってたので、富山さんのスタイル上、それより、本当に強烈な富山さんのオフェンスを、どう抑えるかが鍵だったので、本当に40分間、みんなでファイトして、今日はディフェンス頑張ったと思います。
クォーターファイナル、明日のゲーム2に向けて、一言よろしくお願いします。
はい、明日しっかり、明日もう一度、チーム一丸とファイトして、次のラウンドに進めるよう、そして沖縄の皆さんに、元気を与えれるよう、1試合も多く、このアリーナで、試合をし、優勝を目指して頑張っていきたいと思うので応援よろしくお願いします。
明日も期待します。
Coach Fujita started out by saying there was a lot of pressure definitely here for their very first playoff match, but he's glad that the guys did very well today. And he said more than anything else, he knows that his team can score, so he stressed defense. And because of the good defensive stops, they were able to overhaul that early deficit, and they came away with a win.
岸本選手、解説の与那峰です。
He ended up by
ク
saying
ォ
that
ー
we
ターファイ
will
ナ
do
ル
our
ゲー
best
ム1の勝
tomorrow.
利おめでとうございます。
Please come support us.
今のお気持ち
We're
を
gonna have
お
a
聞かせ
starting
くだ
point
さい。
guard,
はい、
Ryukyu
嬉しいですね
Kishimoto.。
レギュラーシーズンの最後の方に少しちょっとこうなんていうんですかね、もどかしさを抱えながら各々がプレーしてたと思うんですけど、本当に今日言葉が合ってるかわかんないですけど、封印が解かれたじゃないですけど、本当にみんなが持ち味を出して、でチームコンセプトのもと本当に激しく戦えたのかなと思います。
これまでですねチャンピオンシップだったり経験されてた岸本選手を見てですね、何かこう本当にゲームに集中している、レフェリーに対しても何もこうねアピールをせずに、集中しているなという印象を受けたんですけども、そういったところは何か意識してた部分っていうのは、あったんでしょうか。
はい、よくこうチャンピオンシップ何回目っていう風に言われることはあるんですけど、僕としてはやっぱ毎年新しい気持ちで臨んでますし、毎年なんかこう違う気持ちになる中で、とにかく何かネガティブなことに引っ張られないようにっていうのはすごく自分自身意識して、今日のゲームを入って、もちろん完璧というわけではないんですけど、明日もそういう姿勢で何があってもブレずに前を向いて戦えていけたらいいかなと思ってます。
はい、明日、クォーターファイナルゲーム3に向けて一言よろしくお願いします。
はい、今日の勝利っていうのは自分たちにとって、内容もそうですけどすごく大きな価値だったと思います。明日しっかりまた勝利することで今日のゲーム内容、勝ちっていうものがより本当にいいものになると思うので、明日は全く違うゲームになると思ってしっかり臨んでいきたいと思います。
明日も期待してます。ありがとうございました。
ありがとうございました。
Well, a nice statement there from Kishimoto. As she said, well, every year is different. We don't want any negative thoughts. And so he said, whatever happens tomorrow, whether we win or lose, we will always stay positive. And then he ended up by saying, this win means a lot for us, but tomorrow is a different day, and we will fight this very same team. We want to come up with a victory and move on to the semifinals. Here was Josh Smith in action early. Josh Smith had his points. Well, he knew that they were going to go to him as often as they possibly could. He would eventually finish with 21 points, 17 rebounds. Monster numbers there for Josh Smith. But in the end, it was in a losing effort. Getting his share of points was Yuta Okada. Okada would finish with 10 points in almost 30 minutes of action. Fantasista coming off the bench once again, scoring off the glass. Evans with a big scoring night here. Matsuwaki actually came off the bench and gave them exceptional play. But here was Smith. Inside, when he got those passes in the first two periods, he was unstoppable. Imamura was brilliant all game long. So was Tashiro. Okada there with a miss, but once again, Josh Smith. Easy rebound and putback off the foul from Imamura. But Evans today was on a real tear. Talk about a man on a mission. First period ended. Toyama was ahead by 5, 22-17. Slowly, things turned around in the second period. And at the end of the first half, it was a 4-point lead now by the Golden Kings at 38-34. They would now change ends. And the third period, unfortunately for the visiting squad, really belonged to the Golden Kings. They scored a total of 28 points while limiting Toyama to just 20. And that 8-point burst really was led to this big victory. Turned out to be a runaway victory, but it was close in the first two periods. Third quarter ended 66-54 in favor of Ryukyu. And then continuing to score and score heavily from the outside was Keita Imamura. Back-to-back threes there for the Japan national squad member. Mavunga got a couple of assists here and there once again, but it wasn't enough. Mavunga with a great line. He finished with 22 points, 9 rebounds, and 8 assists. You might have to come up with those same numbers tomorrow just to make the match competitive. Long three working there for Joho. But all the effort, even the bench points, wasn't enough to stop Imamura and company. That's what they work in practice. Getting their shooters open. Maeda would hit, but it wasn't enough to stem the tide. Uto got into the scoring act, but a little bit too late. He was nursing personal fouls as early as late first period. And then Kishimoto got hot. Came up with 2 long threes. And that just sealed the deal. As you take a look at the numbers here. Actually, Grouses had better scoring from inside the 3-point line. Just about even from 3-point distance. But look at those numbers, 4 and 16. That was the turnovers. In fact, there's 17 turnovers. Only 4 turnovers for the Golden Kings. And so if you take care of that basketball, you don't give your opponents too many easy shots on the other end. If you come up with 16, but officially 17 turnovers, a lot of easy fast break points on the other end, it made it just so easy. We have the top scorers here. Evans with 34, Mavunga with 22. Leading rebounders, 8 there for Dwayne Evans to go with 6 assists. Josh Smith would get 17 boards, and Mavunga leading the assist department with 7. Rebounding story, dead even at 35 rebounds each. Assists, +4 here for the Golden Kings. Steals, +5, that's a big factor. Those steals led to a lot of easy points on one end. Blocks, really not too much difference, just +1 in favor of Toyama. And there we have the leading scorer for both these squads. But it's back to the drawing board here for the Toyama Grouses as they face this very same team once again. They need to win that one or their season is over. Showing you now the bracket of the 8 teams that have made it to the postseason play. Stick around today because at 6 in the evening Manila time, 7 in the evening Japan time, we're going to have game number 2 of the Utsunomiya Brex and the Sun Rocker Shibuya. But here, game number 1 goes to the Ryukyu Golden Kings with a score of 92-75, and they take a 1-0 advantage in this best-of-3 affair. Till later, this has been Anthony Sutay with the call. Thanks for joining us. Take care. Have a good afternoon ahead. God bless.